If I ask you what is secularism, what would be your answer? Separation of religious institutions from state institutions or a public sphere where religion may participate but not dominate. Freedom to practice one's own faith or one's own belief without really harming others. An equality that our religious beliefs, or rather say the lack of them, doesn't put any one of us at an advantage or at a disadvantage. While all these might be the pen and paper definitions of the term secularism, we often hear people of a particular community crying about secularism and tolerance and its implications in our country. But let's see what these people from the particular community actually mean by the term secularism. Actress Nusrat Jahan, who also happens to be a leader of the TMC, participated in festivities of Durga Puja. But little did she knew about the way her participation would be treated by a particular group of people from a certain community in the country. Even last month, Nusrat Jahan was abused by radical Islamists from both India and Bangladesh for dressing up as Goddess Durga. Last year, a cleric named Mufti Azad had slammed the TMC leader and actress Nusrat Jahan, saying that a Muslim should not offer prayers to any other gods other than Allah. Time and again, Nusrat Jahan has also been targeted and abused by radical Islamists due to her marriage with a Jain. Moving a bit to what recently happened, ANI had shared videos and pictures on Twitter wherein the actress Nusrat Jahan was seen playing the dhak, folding her hands before Goddess Durga and dancing in the festivities of Durga Puja. But the response received on that particular tweet by ANI were abuses by radical Islamists for committing sin and bringing disrepute to Islam. As soon as this particular tweet from ANI came up on Twitter, she was immediately targeted and harassed by bigots from both India and Bangladesh. Now let's see what were the intolerant responses on this post by ANI. Muhammad Wasim, a Twitter user, said, "Shame on you, you are a blot on the name of Islam. I'll suggest you read our hadiths." Muhammad Tariq, who apparently happens to be another user of Twitter, wrote that the actress will do anything for fame. It is quite apt to remember here that dancing and singing both are considered as haram in Islam. This user therefore insinuated that Nusrat Jahan was characterless for engaging in such a dirty business. Taking certain examples of comments from the post that she made on her Instagram profile to see how secular were the reactions there, Instagram user Asif said that Nusrat Jahan was a blot on the name of Islam. But wait, this is not all. The radical Islamists also resorted to dehumanize Nusrat Jahan with terms such as Satan and Jahannami. A radical Islamist wrote that Allah will burn this woman in hell. Now, if you are still being considerate enough to think that all of this ends here, then let me intervene with your thought process a bit with certain examples from the actual reality. Nusrat Jahan was also received death threats on this particular post. One Instagram user told the actress Nusrat Jahan to fear death as the judgment day is inching closer to her. Certain followers of Allah even wondered why he hasn't taken out the actress from the world yet. Now, taking a look at what the pen and paper definition of secularism means and what actually happens if we tend to apply the definition in reality, isn't it way too contradictory? While there's always been a growing frustration amongst people of a particular community regarding the implication of the term secularism, we all have had enough examples to see by now that this frustration itself emerges from the realization of the fact that for certain people of this particular community, secularism doesn't really hold the meaning that it actually stands for.